Congresswoman Speier, Jackie Speier, represents California's 12th Congressional District, and Representative Speier and Senator Feinstein introduced private bills in the House and the Senate to enable Ms. Shirley Tan, one of today's witnesses, to obtain lawful permanent residency. And I understand, Congresswoman, you're going to be introducing Ms. Tan. Is that correct? Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Sessions. Thank you for holding this hearing on the Uniting Americans Family Act, which seeks to fix a fundamental injustice that rips children from the arms of their parents and sadly suggests that our constitutional guarantee of equal protection under the law is often quite unequal. I commend Congressman Nadler and Chairman Leahy for introducing twin bills on this issue. I thank you also for allowing me to introduce my constituent, Shirley Tan, from the scenic and hardworking community of Pacifica, California, where when God and sunshine conspire to lift the fog, you can see the beautiful Pacific Ocean that Shirley and so many of my constituents crossed from her native Philippines to enjoy. I only recently met Shirley and her family. That's because they're not political people. They are a family. They go to church. They have involvement in their local school. Shirley and her partner of 23 years, Jay Mercado, are not activists trying to change the world by marching and shouting from the rooftops. They are parents, like most of us, who hope to change the world by quietly raising confident, studious, and generous children. I did a home visit a couple of months ago, spent an hour and a half with the family, flipped through family albums, 23 years of family albums, talked to their sons who were tearful and fearful of losing their mom. They are just an all-American family. Shirley and Jay both sing in their church choir, and their twin boys got straight A's and are active at school, both playing on the junior high school basketball teams. This family would be no different than the thousands of other families in my district with one or more foreign-born parents, were it not for the fact that through no fault of their own, they are victims of an anomaly in U.S. law that tears families apart based solely on the gender of the person that a citizen or legal resident happens to fall in love with. I want to thank my good friend, Senator Dianne Feinstein, who introduced a private bill for Shirley. She has a 2-year reprieve. That's not good enough in our America that offers equal protection under the laws. Shirley Tan and her family are exemplary members of our community who, after being thrust these few months into the public spotlight, have handled themselves with grace and dignity. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me now to introduce Ms. Tan to tell her compelling story.
Shirley Tan has already been citizen from Pacifica, California. Been there a number of times. She lives with her partner, Jay Lynn, or Jay Mercado. She's been there for 23 years. Together they have 12-year-old twin sons, Jorian and Jashley. Are these your sons here? Okay. Hey, guys. See, now when the family archive, someday they'll go back and they'll see that you were at this hearing. That's why I wanted to make sure your names were mentioned. Ms. Tan came to the United States, and I'm sorry to have to bring this up, from the Philippines after she'd been brutally attacked by an assailant who also murdered her mother and sister. She's the primary caretaker for her elderly mother-in-law. She's a volunteer in her children's school and a Eucharistic minister in her local Catholic church. Ms. Tan, please go ahead.
Chairman Leahy, members of the committee, thank you for your invitation to appear before you this morning. My name is Shirley Tan, and I'm a 43-year-old mother and housewife from Pacifica, California. I am grateful for the opportunity to share my story with you, and grateful too for Chairman Leahy's leadership on an issue that is so critically important to my family and the tens of thousands of others across the country. I am honored to be here today with my 12-year-old twins, Jashley and Jorian, and my partner of 23 years, Jay Mercado. I met Jay as a graduation present when my father brought me to the United States. Our relationship continued even after I returned to the Philippines following the expiration of my 6-month visa. When I returned to the Philippines, I learned that the man who had 10 years before brutally murdered my mother and sister and almost killed me as well was released from prison. Without anywhere else to go, I decided to go to jail where I would be safe. In 1995, I hired an attorney to apply for asylum and legalize my stay in the United States. When my application was denied, my attorney appealed the decision. I did not know it, but my appeal had also been denied. All the while, Jay and I went about building our life together. I gave birth to Shirley and Jorian, the biggest joy in our lives, and became a full-time mom. Our family has always been like every American family. And I am so proud of Jay and the twins. The boys attended Catholic school through 6th grade and now in Cabrillo School. I am a Eucharistic minister at Good Shepherd Church, where Jay and I both sing in the Sunday Mass choir. We have never felt discriminated against in our community. Our friends, mostly heterosexual couples, call us the model family and even said we are their role models. We try to mirror the best family values, and we attribute the fact that our children are so well adjusted to the love, security, and consistency that we as parents have been able to provide. Shirley and Jorian's classmates at school know they have 2 moms, and it has never been an issue. Our lives, I can say without any doubt, were almost perfect until the morning of January 28, 2009. That morning at 6:30 a.m., Immigration Custom Enforcement agents showed up at my door. The agent showed me a piece of paper which was a 2002 deportation letter, which I informed them I have never seen. Before I knew it, I was handcuffed and taken away like a criminal. As Jay's frail mother watched in hysterics, I was put into a van with 2 men in yellow jumpsuits and chains and searched like a criminal, in a way that I have only seen on television and in the movies. All the while, my family was first and foremost the center of everything on my mind. How would Jay work and take care of the kids if I was not there? Who would continue to take care of Jay's ailing mother, the mother I had come to love, if I was not there? Who would be there for my family if I was not there? In an instant, my family, my American family, was being ripped away from me. And when I did return home, I had an ankle monitoring bracelet. I went to great lengths to hide it from my children. I have a partner who is a U.S. citizen and 2 beautiful children who are also U.S. citizens. But none of them can petition for me to remain in the United States with them. Passage of the Uniting American Families Act, UAFA, will not only benefit me, but the thousands of people who are also in the same situation as I am. After 23 years building our life together, Jay and I know that our family is still at great risk of separation. We have a home together. Jay has a great job. We have a mortgage, a pension, friends, and a community. We have everything together, and it would be impossible to establish elsewhere. We have followed the law, respected the judicial system, and simply want to keep our family together. For my children and couples and families like ours, it is critically important that we end discrimination in U.S. immigration law. Chairman Leahy and members of the committee, it is a great privilege to be here with you today. I was honored to receive your invitation. I humbly ask for your support of the Uniting American Families Act, which would allow me to remain with my family and to strive for citizenship in this wonderful country that has been so good to me and my partner and such a blessed home to our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tan.